And recording. And
everyone kind of
go ahead and play on this. Let me go ahead and get the headspace for it and all that. Alright.
Actually, I'm not going to do too much movie news because I don't want to look like a fool.
Let me go to Twitch and make sure that we're.
How is Annihilation like? Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Are you recording?
Get all out of my system real quick.
The future of marijuana is this weed pill. Legally, isn't this
Still
right?
got 2 minutes. Still got 2 minutes.
Freeze-oil labs in Mexico. What do you say? These people want to
Gringo.
their formula.
Somebody's going down.
Right, Gringo?
Mm-hmm.
Gringo.
Gringo.
Gringo. Jinko.
Gringo. Okay, everyone has to speak towards that mic.
Okay.
It's omnidirectional, so it should. We have one viewer right now. That would be me.
Well, I have it pulled up too, so.
Alright. Turn the media off on that. Okay, so we've got 1 minute left.
Get it all out of your system now, guys.
Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, we are streaming,
That
but
very
We are
small
streaming,
feat.
but it's fine.
we're just playing it cool.
Oh, it's a leprechaun. How cute. It's
cute.
St. Patrick's
Oh,
Day.
cute. How cute. How quaint.
Live now. Sorry, just tweeting.
Yeah.
All right, 10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Go ahead.
10 a.m.
Hello.
It's 10 a.m.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
back to St. Patrick's Day Live, or what did we decide to call it? Getting Lucky.
Getting Lucky Live.
Yeah, Getting Lucky Live. Woo. So today we're gonna talk about some stuff related to Irish people and movies, because that's what we talk about. And
we're doing it live because
yeah.
we did this last year and we did it through Facebook. Now we're doing it through Twitch. So this
That's
is
flashbacks.
Electric Cinema Podcast, and you are,
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Crutchy. I'm Aaron.
and I'm Zach, and we are gonna talk about some movie news first, right?
Yeah. Do we want to do this first? or-
Yeah, absolutely. As
Okay.
always,
Okay.
we start the show with a drink.
With it, you guys. So, do you guys normally record early in the morning like this?
No.
So, okay. So we're just gonna 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Let's get fucked up.
10 a.m. Pacific time.
Wait, you
doing
guys
an
still
Irish
doing the
car
no
bomb.
swearing thing?
No.
No.
Okay.
You can say
Good.
fun.
All right.
All right. What's
All
your
right.
cheers?
Oh crap. Hold on. I didn't have it memorized.
This is how you know it's really coming from the heart.
St. Patrick was a gentleman who, through strategy and stealth, drove all the snakes from Ireland. Here's a toast to his health. But not too many toastings, lest you lose yourself and then forget the good St. Patrick and see those snakes again.
All
All right. Sláinte.
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 All right.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
It was good. It was good.
St. Patrick would
Okay.
be proud.
He would be so proud.
That's why he drove all those snakes.
So that we could drink Irish car bombs.
So
and
we
In
can
drink-
make
America.
Irish car bombs in America.
Okay. So I think first we were
10
going
a.m.
to talk about a little bit of movie news. There's not much right now, but Black Panther is still leading in the box office for the 5th week in a row, which is pretty astronomical considering that only a couple other movies such as the Titanic have actually been able to do that. So
Right.
that's a big thing.
A lot of people are seeing it multiple times. If you haven't seen it, it's not bad.
It's really good.
It really does contribute to the MCU, and we're all waiting for the Infinity War right now.
We was
Right.
gangs.
Second in box office right now, it looks like A Wrinkle in Time, which is also a black director. So we got two, top movies, top earning movies, both with black directors. That's pretty historical. So go ahead and go out and see a movie this weekend. Probably tomorrow, because you're going to be drunk with
Yeah,
us.
today you're going to be hanging out with us and then going out for your St. Patty's fun. Let's talk about trailers.
Yeah, you seen any good movie trailers lately?
Well, you wanted to talk about Fantastic Beasts. I think Sorry to Bother You looks really good. It's I don't even know how to explain it. It has to do with call centers, and it's the protagonist is a black guy, and he has to use his white voice, and it looks like it's just gonna get kooky and crazy towards the end.
It looks pretty funny. Also, I don't know who the heck, like, whose voice is being used, but it looks insane for sure. Yeah, so Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, the trailer just came out for it. We have what's his name? Jude Law playing Dumbledore.
Yeah.
So, and he also looks like he's a Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, which I don't know, like, it's been so long, I don't know if that's tracks as far as the book canon.
It's been a while since I've read the book, so I haven't, read it that in depth, so I can't really say.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that he was a Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher.
Oh. No, you guys are busy talking. Go for it. No, you guys go for it.
Did you have any other ones that you were super excited to see?
There's a movie coming out called The Endless. It's a horror movie, and it looks really trippy. Has to do with cults, and there's some patterns. It's very geometric. It looks really, really interesting. I don't know how to explain it yet. It's sort of ambiguous, so it's definitely going to be a fun movie.
Definitely.
And then the one that I know that we all want to see,
Blockers.
Blockers looks hilarious with John Cena. Yeah, I don't know. It might be completely sophomoric and totally ridiculous.
I do think it looks good. I will say that I feel like if all the funny parts are in the commercials, it's not going to be a good film.
That's fair.
But
I guess my question is,
Yeah.
how are you gonna watch a movie of a guy you can't even see? That's my question.
Oh, I don't know how we're gonna enjoy it without seeing John Cena. Just look for the potato salad.
okay.
Well then.
Right.
Another
The Redditors of our Redditors got that.
Another trailer that I've noticed, and actually you showed this to me about half an hour after I actually watched it, was the trailer for 8th Grade. It's written and directed by Bo Burnham, and it's all about just the heartaches of being in 8th grade. It looks amazing and cringeworthy.
Absolutely, that's
should
as
be.
it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's just Bo Burnham, man. He's made some really good strides, and I'm super excited to see it. Just
Absolutely.
Obviously as like a 23-year-old white man, like I have no other position to watch this movie other than Bo Burnham, but it's just captivating. I'll tell you that.
You're 23.
Yeah, I'm 23.
Whoa,
Yeah, he just turned
what?
23.
What's up?
He's feeling 23 right now.
Nobody likes you when you're 23.
Basically.
Also, for those audio listeners, sorry that Aaron dropped the bottle opener literally right next to the microphone.
Right into the microphone. Alright, well, let's get into this, Kay.
Okay. So I don't have the agenda. That's over there on your side, Fred.
Oh, well, you
But
were
You
I
gonna
have an
explain-
agenda?
You were gonna
What is an
explain-
agenda?
You were going to explain the
Trump
crap.
wants to build a wall.
That's an agenda,
Quite an
Colton. Good
agenda.
job.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and pick a marker. I'll
Okay.
pick gold.
I get green.
Well, that's just not fair.
Black.
Okay.
I feel like you guys planned this out, and this is part of a fake Ponzi scheme. The gray's on the ground.
Fake news.
So essentially what we're going to do is I'm going to start a sketch and then pass it off to him. He's going to continue it and then pass it off to Aaron, then Zach. And Zach will show the results at the end. This is just while we're talking so that you get a little bit more out of seeing us on screen.
Right.
For our audio-only listeners, just imagine it. Use your best imagination.
I'm gonna draw as many dicks as I can.
It better be an Irish stick.
Oh, it'll be a very
It has to be a
Irish
St.
dick.
Patty's dick for today.
St. Patty's dicks all day.
So I'll try to keep it PG and then by the end of it, it'll be
It's gonna have
R-rated.
dicks.
Sunday.
So did you want to go ahead and talk about what we wanted to talk about today?
Well, Americans in particular, as we all are, have a interesting history with St. Patrick's Day. We've obviously sort of changed it from a sort of reverential holiday to an excuse to get drunk, which we definitely are going to do today.
It's
We're
lunch.
already working on it. But there have been some movies that have done St. Patrick's and representation of the Irish culture right, and many, many, many that have done it wrong. And I think it's fun to sort of talk about the ones that are the ones that just did it absolutely horrible. So I think first we should talk about movies that just are completely culturally insensitive to the Irish, even though I don't hear anyone complaining. So I don't know. I think one of the worst ones, one of my favorite ones to watch, but one of the worst ones is Far and Away.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's so
There you go, Aaron.
egregious in its liberties that it takes. Tom Cruise, especially, just his fighting attitude and Shannon, do you like my hat? Tell me you like my hat.
My spoons.
They're taking my spoons, Joseph. It's just, and oh man, like the soul flying
What
away,
a
and
bad movie.
it's so good, but it's so bad. Like everyone loves to watch it, and I even enjoy that movie. But there are things about it that I just dislike. I don't know if it's the most culturally insensitive, but it's definitely like
It's up there, I think.
Right.
So I would have to say Leap Year has to be like just the most egregious. It's pretty bad. Okay, and let me explain that it's a romantic comedy, so it's already pretty bad. But then you add into it, I mean, the actor who, you know, is actually of Irish descent was so embarrassed by the time he was done making the film that he didn't even want to be a part of it. Like, he didn't do any interviews, nothing. Because it was just like, oh, may the road rise to meet you, and, you know, it's you cannot cross, wow, I just went with a totally different accent, but you can't cross a black cat on like a Tuesday. No, wait, it's a Friday. No, wait, it's a Saturday. Like, the antics are stupid and they don't make sense, and the whole thing seems really off color and just
Well,
just wrong.
what do you guys? How do you guys feel about? I mean, like, I feel like when you're talking about Irish people being oppressed in movies, all that kind of stuff, my first go-to is Leprechaun. Zach and Aaron, I feel like have a much better standpoint on this one. Guys, how do you feel about Leprechaun?
It's because I'm red, isn't it? You fucking fuck. No.
Was that what I was trying to say?
I think so, yes.
Leprechaun-
I think which one is it where
It could have been an
Leprechaun's in
A-list.
Is it Leprechaun in the Bronx or
No, there's Leprechaun in the Hood, so it's even worse.
Yeah, Leprechaun in the Hood is obviously a piece of cinematic gold that we should never deny.
Right.
I don't know. It's one of those things where the little leprechaun
I've
is
never seen it.
stereotypically
I'll be honest, I've
Irish,
never seen
and yet, if you're a horror fan like me and you're a fan of the camp, it's so fucking funny. It's so funny.
Well, okay, and hear me
But
out.
it's
For that
definitely
throwaway
insensitive.
joke, thank you for giving an honest response. But what I was actually going to get to with that is that, in everybody's opinion here, how do you feel about, like, where is it too far to draw a line, and not to get too political, but obviously, like, Irish would be a different, like, race in a way. I mean, sure, they're still white,
different
Different
culture.
different culture. Okay, fair enough. So different culture. Where are you guys at with, like, is it going too far for appropriation? And like, what movies did it right? And how is it okay that, like, Leprechaun doesn't offend us in the same way like these other movies you're talking about?
Well, I think the point is that, like, it doesn't offend us, you know. I still watch Far and Away, and, like, you don't have Irish people, like, that are actually from Ireland protesting in the streets because of their cultural representation.
Because Leap Year was just such a bad movie.
I mean, like, they grin and bear it, and we grin and bear it, and it's one of those things where I think if you can't laugh at yourself,
Yeah,
it's
I don't think we are actually, like, bearing anything.
Aaron, what do you think?
Sorry, Aaron.
What I have to say about it, I guess, and what I was going to touch on for my movies, is that Irish people, a lot like different than a lot of other cultures, are, as much as they have their heritage and their traditions and things like that, they're very much so a part of the modern world. You know, they're not really that, you know, like they have their heritage, but they're not that far invested into it. They're just kind of doing their own thing. And that's kind of what I was going to talk about my movies. And
Alright.
that's, you want to show 'em?
No, I'll wait until you're done.
I was just going to say, that's why I enjoy Leap Year, is because that whole diddly eye thing, they make fun of it. They're like, yeah, everybody from America and everybody else in the world thinks that we're just like river dancing all the time and just like
Right.
there's Guinness flowing in our
Yeah,
veins,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we're just normal people like
Right.
everybody else.
Yeah. It's good to laugh at yourself, for sure.
I feel like the Irish culture is pretty good at laughing at itself too.
That's
Is
Absolutely.
there anything that's like just too much for you? Like you're just like, wow.
Well, I'll say this one. The movie that I had specifically picked was the Departed, because you know they're Irish Americans. You know they're
Right.
people of Irish descent, but it just depicts Irish people as like, I'm gonna fucking smash a bottle on your head because my name's Mickey and I've got a clover tattoo on my arm, you know? I'm just a raging alcoholic piece of shit. And maybe that is everybody in Boston. Sorry, all you Boston watchers. I'm not really sorry. Fight me.
Hey, fuck you, Boston!
But, no, but as far as like true Irish people, there's this old John Wayne movie. I can't even remember the name of it. I haven't seen it in so long. But basically, like, John Wayne's an American. He moves there, and he's just, like, slapping around Irish women. Like, come here, I'm the Duke. God damn it, I'm John Wayne. Give me some of that good Irish pussy, you know? Like,
Have some more beer, pilgrims. Have some more slaps, pilgrims.
So,
I mean, John Wayne is just, I think it's kind of cheating because at one point he played Genghis Khan. So he's a great representative of like appropriation.
Yeah.
Different time. Different time.
Okay, now that this round is over, I'll happily show. So this is our beautiful drawing. As you can see, it's some IRA member, and he is apparently getting some product
fluid.
of penis in his mouth, courtesy of the UK.
Thank you for explaining it.
Yeah.
I think
So-
it's a great political satire of the climate in Ireland right now.
It's a good.
Is it all gonna be this way?
Basically.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Get ready for dicks.
Get ready for dicks.
No one told you life
You know
was
what?
gonna be this
I
way.
challenge
Two
all
claps.
our
Hashtag
viewers
two claps.
No, it's just a one
to
clap.
write their
I
own
guess the one clap.
or draw their own Irish representation pictures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll
Absolutely,
totally
yeah.
look at
We'd
them.
love to look at your.
Just send it right to the Twitter. What is that, Zach?
Our Twitter is @MovieCoupleCast. So please send your pictures immediately so that we can enjoy them.
Hopefully, one of them is actually serious and not just dicks.
Please just draw dicks. I will see all dicks.
Look at all of the dicks.
Look at all of the drawn dicks.
So, I believe we're going to do a shot of ye old Irish whiskey.
Yes. Tullamore, dude.
Well, we'll see.
So, and I believe you had a toast.
Oh, I'm doing my toast? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll give you guys about 15 seconds to go ahead and grab a shot real quick and
Pour
get
yourself
ready to-
something, even if it's a
get
shot
ready to
of
drink.
water.
Yeah,
Make
water.
sure to stay hydrated today.
Yeah,
Soda,
stay hydrated.
anything.
Especially if you're in a hot area like we are.
Yeah. If
All
you're in
right. I
Arizona.
think that's
It's a
pretty close to
super
enough
hot
time, right?
area.
Yeah.
We're getting lucky.
All right.
after
So
all.
let's give her a go here. To a long life and a merry one, to a quick death and an easy one, to a pretty girl and an honest one, to a cold pint and another one.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. Oh, delicious.
Tullamore Dew is on a whole different plane. It's so much more sugary, I feel.
I really
But
like
this
Tullamore
isn't a shot podcast. It's a movie podcast, isn't it, Zach?
It is a movie podcast, but it's
Hey,
also.
Can I talk about
St.
something
Patrick's
while we're
Day.
on Tullamore Dew?
Sure.
Yeah.
So did you guys see that commercial?
Oh, I did. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Tullamore Dew
yeah, you
commercial
showed me
was
that,
great.
yeah.
It was
The one about the U.S. is just a blend.
Yeah, it was a Super Bowl commercial actually.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It was great, yeah.
Yeah, they have 2 of them, and they're definitely worth a watch. If
The
you
Danny Boy one that'll hit you right in the feels.
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't
feel
seen
like-
it, have you ever seen that Guinness commercial? Oh man, there's a Guinness commercial where a guy puts, or it's like a bartender, I think it's a woman, and she puts out a Guinness every day on this table. No one comes to drink it, and then like a soldier comes home from like Iraq or Afghanistan or whatever, and like gets to drink the Guinness. It's really, really emotional. I think it was.
Oh,
also
can
a
I give
Super
you an
Bowl
IRL?
commercial.
An
Yeah.
IRL one that's just like. So I think it was. I know it was when I was working at Pods, CB and Pods. And there was this one guy. He was like, I think. He must have been like 21 or 22, because like they were super wary about this the first couple of times. He used to go to the bar and get a drink for himself and a pint for no one. And this happened for a while, and you know, finally they were a little concerned. They're like, you can't really be ordering 2 drinks at once. And he's like, oh, don't worry, I'm not drinking it. My friend died. It's for him. And it was like, oh, okay, well, screw you. Thanks.
Pour one out for the dead homies.
No, guys,
The
that's
dead
carpet.
homies.
Zach just did another shot. For those not
It
watching
doesn't-
at home.
It doesn't count if you catch it in your hand, because then the homies down there are thirsty. And also, you have
There's
to be
carpet.
You have to
Fuck
be
those
on the
dead
ground
guys.
floor
Yeah, there's
But-
carpet.
symbolically for the homies.
With that, what's our next topic there, Lovey?
Oh, I think we're gonna move on to the worst movie Irish
Oh,
accents.
jeez.
Oh boy.
It's like everyone.
This is one of those things where it's like it was hard to choose who had the worst Irish accent in film. I'm gonna throw one out there, and I think it's gonna be a throwaway because I know some of the ones that you guys got, and they're gonna beat it. But Gerard Butler in P.S. I Love You is pretty bad. I mean, it's just hard to be Scottish.
Gerard Butler in general is pretty bad. Just
Yeah.
to throw that out there.
No, dude, Law Abiding Citizen was a great
Okay,
fucking
yeah, that
movie.
was-
Phantom of the Opera. Don't mess with me right now.
Okay, that was great
Also, I will see you a Gerard Butler and raise you a Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
too. In P.S. I Love You?
In P.S. I Love You.
Okay, yeah.
He was pretty bad.
Wait,
that
wait,
was
so was
pretty
that
bad.
your accent? That was the one you picked?
Yes.
I-
Because it was so
I
bad.
don't know, but like it's just so hard. Like,
So
like
hard.
he
So
had
hard,
to,
so hard.
He had to inflect so hard. He almost sounded Indian.
Just, like, totally, like,
try to cover up the
diddly eye.
Scottish accent.
Oh, diddly eye.
Oh, diddly eye.
Diddly eye. Hey, diddly eye.
It's just not possible, you know.
Yeah, but like with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, it's like he wasn't even close. Like, at least with Gerard Butler, like you could tell he had some kind of accent. With Jeffrey Dean Morgan, it was like, dude, you only have it half the time. What's going on here, pal?
Hey
I
there,
don't know, man.
Hey there, guy.
Hey there,
I'm
guy.
real sorry about that.
Everyone
though.
do an Irish accent real quick. Start
Oh
with you.
no, we'll start over there.
I kid.
No, do
Oh,
it.
top of the morning to you.
Well, there's a Donnybrook down at the pub right now, so I wouldn't recommend going down there, right?
My Irish accent comes straight out of BioShock, so you have to find a way down, boyo.
Would you
kindly-
kindly?
Kindly.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. That counts as mine.
Okay. No, you have to go.
Okay. Will you stop laughing? I can't.
That was
Stop
actually
laughing
good.
at me,
Like that was
guys.
That was
good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I feel like
You couldn't choke yourself now.
I think you guys especially focus really hard on like not trying to like overdo an Irish accent because like you don't want to be one of those guys that are like in America, especially today of all days where you're like, hey, I'm Irish, you know.
Oh,
Top of the morning, and you know, just being crazy and weird. So you know.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Arrivederci.
Excuse
You guys mind if I jump in here? On
Yeah, no, dude, you need to
Alright.
get in there and tell us
So-
what's the worst movie Irish accent.
My runner-up, as far as just Irish depiction at all, in general anyways, was in Austin Powers, where there was the Irish dude who tried to choke Austin Powers with his Lucky Charms bracelet, and he had this terrible Irish accent. And then the reason it's a runner-up is because it's just a comedy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be
just,
bad.
you know,
It's supposed to be bad.
Dr.
Yeah.
Evil, number 2, you know, it's just terrible.
Mini me.
Yeah, it's just dumb. But as far as like real Irish trying accent, I gotta go with, if any of you have seen this, The Foreigner. It just came out.
Yes.
Jackie Chan's a
Oh
bad
my
Larry.
God.
He's
I
running
was
around.
really
It's a
hoping
bad
one
Larry.
was
He's a
on
bad
that
Larry.
movie.
He's just
Fuck
running
It's
around
so
murking
bad.
people. But then you got friggin' Pierce Brosnan, a Brit, trying to pretend to be Irish. Oh, he's trying to kill me, this damn Chinaman, you know. Like,
Diddly eye.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
The use of
So
the word
worse.
Chinaman has never bothered me as much as it
Well,
did that
so
movie
it's
because they
based
said
off
it
of-
like 25
But it's
times.
based off a book called The Chinaman. So it's like
Okay,
it's
but
not
So
you
we
can
should
China-
roll
roll
credits
credits like
once on
2
that thing.
minutes early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they could have like rolled credits once on that thing. It would have been like a little nod, but instead it was like, oh, the Chinaman, the Chinaman, the Chinaman.
Somehow, I think a culture that's okay with the use of the word cunt is probably not
You wanna whisper
offended
that a bit
by
quieter?
Irishman, or I'm not Irishman.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Chinaman.
Yeah.
Can you say that a little louder?
It's cunt, is what I said.
Oh, okay. You guys really are swearing on this podcast.
Yeah, we've given
went
up
there.
on the
It's-
we've
went
given
there.
up
It's
on
con.
we've given up on the
Con! Con!
You have a Star
That's why
Trek
they brought me
shot glass.
here, was for all the Star Trek jokes.
Yeah.
On the
So-
Irish podcast of all podcasts, yeah.
I mean, do we want to bring Tamsin out for a second?
No,
Wasn't
no.
there,
No,
like,
no, no.
It's
Wasn't
deteriorating
there like
pretty
bagpipes
quick.
No.
on there or something?
Yeah, I mean, when Spock dies, they play Amazing Grace on the bagpipe.
Amazing Grace. Wait, did you say your worst Irish accent?
Yeah.
What
It was
was
it was that
Okay.
or,
Oh,
okay,
no, you
for me
didn't.
no. So my worst Irish accent is not an Irish accent, but it should still be noted as Sean Connery with literally any accent ever. So
Sean Connery doing anything.
Sean Connery.
When
Sean Connery
Sean
wins
Connery
worst
Sean
accent.
Connery.
Sean Connery,
Take out the first word, accent, Sean Connery,
Sean Connery just wins worst.
worst. He's a great guy, great Bond, great Bond.
No, he's not a great Bond.
No,
he's
he's a
the
great
worst
Bond.
Bond.
We can
He's
talk
the
about that
worst
after the
Bond.
podcast.
He's,
Ah.
I'd rather
that's
Robin
a
say.
whole other
Um,
podcast. That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah, so Sean Connery, to answer your question, Zach.
Sean Connery.
Yeah,
I
I
take
can, I
it.
can get down with that.
I'm
Well,
down
hey
with
there,
that.
Miss Money Pussy. You want to jump on my jetpack?
Well, I think you had a toast that you wanted to do, right?
Mhm. I did, but I
Can we-
need some
can we
alcohol.
just-
Or are we just going to do beers?
No, no,
we'll
let's
just-
just do beers.
Yeah, let's just do beer.
Okay.
I have Irish coffee, by the way. See, there's a little leprechaun on it and everything.
For the audio only
It's very
listeners,
Irish.
it's just a.
It's got a leprechaun.
just
It
a
says,
leprechaun.
this leprechaun is here to say, have yourself a rainbow day. So,
That's my
like,
toast. No, I'm just kidding.
what a
Launch!
coincidence!
Dustin says take a sip for him.
Oh, all right.
Okay,
to Dustin as
well,
well.
to
To
Dustin.
Dustin.
All right. Hey,
Launch.
hang on.
All he's
Oh,
gotta
sorry.
do is.
He's
He's gotta do his toast. Come on.
All right. May the roof above us never fall in, and the friends gathered below never fall out. Sláinte.
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 All right.
I'm wearing a sweater in Arizona in like 70-degree weather.
Oh, I didn't even
This
check
is
the weather
bomb.
today.
Love
Yeah,
it.
you're not gonna wear that
Oh,
out
I'm not.
today.
This
is
is an
like- yeah, this-
inside
this
dress
is-
wear.
yeah.
This is me trying to look Irish.
Yeah.
I will say I
Oh,
I
like
like
how
how,
did
I
you?
like how we have like our Irish flags hanging,
And
but
you
you
can
can't
see
even
part
see
of
the,
it.
the
It's
green.
Actually,
There
an
is green
Italian
here.
flag.
Here, I'll.
Don't mess up our headspace.
Careful.
All right, that's good, that's
Headspace.
Cool.
Kaylee.
That's perfect.
Kaylee.
You did a good
We're
job.
just talking heads right now. It's awesome.
So, okay, so we're going to move on. The last topic that we had picked for today was movies that did it right. Let's talk about Irish movies or movies made about the Irish that did it
Oh,
right.
actually, I changed my mind, so you can pick the one that I had suggested.
No, I don't even know
Okay,
which one it is.
I have a
'cause
really
I
good
picked a
one.
different one.
Let's peek behind this curtain and say that these guys have been arguing about films and movies about this podcast for a long time. Here I am, not knowing any movies about anything, but thanks for having me. Go ahead, Kaylee.
Why don't you start us, Cole?
Yeah.
What movie did it
You
right?
want to be the center of attention.
of Ireland, of Irish guys, honestly, I don't know movies.
Just say Maggie Smith.
Dustin
So-
said it's high of 69 in our area,
What?
currently 64.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not
high
bad.
of
That's not bad.
69, huh? 69.
We're all high as 69. Am I
Seems
right?
reasonable for both parties.
Honestly, don't know movies that well. If I had to pick a good Irish accent, I guess we'll just go Boondocks.
Boondocks?
That's like a
Boondock
Bostonian
Saints.
kind of
Who
like
in
Irish
Boondocks?
American.
Yeah, which person?
Which
in
person in
Boondock
Boondock?
Again, don't know movies that well.
Are you
Don't know
talking-
Ireland that well. You guys are about to be on your damn show. Why are you guys? You guys just did this to.
All right,
to
Kaylee,
just to.
why
Okay.
don't you show them up?
So, only half of it actually takes place in Ireland, but it's about a young woman who goes from Ireland to America, then back to Ireland, then back to America.
Is it Boondocks?
Called Brooklyn. It's got Saoirse Ronan in it, and it's terrific. My husband still won't watch it with me, probably because it has a female lead.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Misogynist.
It has nothing to do with that. I just didn't think it looked very interesting. I
It's
will watch
incredibly
it with you.
interesting.
I do like Saoirse. She's a very talented actress,
Saoirse's
and
amazing.
I'm
she's
just gonna
Irish.
throw this out there. The Beaches as a female lead. Would you watch that again?
Oh God, no. Sorry,
For
Bonnie.
all you fans of beaches out there,
It's the worst
get a
movie
better
ever.
movie.
I don't
What's
think he's
wrong
gonna
with you?
be a fan of Beaches anymore. But yo, we're doing a podcast.
no,
he's checking
we're
the
getting we're
comments.
getting comments, and
Who else is commenting?
Jesse the Tip said the Irish are very well depicted in Braveheart.
tip.
Oh.
Screw that guy.
That's a
It's
Scottish
Braveheart.
movie. It's a Scottish movie.
There's
It's
one
Scottish
Irish
movie.
person in Braveheart.
Is it Chips?
No, it's.
Oh
it's-
yeah.
The Lord, he says he can get me out of this, but you're
fucked.
It's my island.
Oh hey. So, cause I think it's just you and me who have seen like the Sons of Anarchy visit Ireland.
Oh my god.
What did you think about the depiction of the Irish?
No, that was so. I don't know.
It was pretty rough. I feel like the music was on point. Like it was.
Well, I
it
feel
was
they did
all-
a good job of like depicting Belfast, but
Yeah.
in some regard, it was just too. It was too messed up, and that's just when
Are
Sons
you
of
just
Anarchy
getting
goes
us
off
water?
the rails. So.
I'm off camera. Don't talk to me.
You
I
like
know,
soda?
I know that no one has seen this film except for me, but there's a movie called The Commitments. It's a very good movie about an Irish band that forms in Dublin, and then they start to get popular, and it's very music based.
Why haven't you shown this to me?
I've tried to show it to you. I've tried to be like, Kaylee, we should watch this movie. It's really good. You're gonna like it. Oh, why
I'm
haven't
gonna
you
fight
showed
you.
it to me?
I'm gonna fight you so hard.
You know what? Today's the day to fight.
All right.
Okay? We're gonna fight everything.
Put up your dukes.
Fighting
Let's
around
get
the
down
world.
To it. Hit me with your best shot.
Well, if that's over,
That's
I'll
over.
drop my knowledge on y'all. All right. So, yeah. Let me drop the mic.
You gotta find a mic. to
If
drop
I
it.
had to pick one movie that had somewhat of a good depiction of Irish people, I'd pick The Devil's Own. It's a movie about, an IRA member. He comes to the States to acquire, weapons and bring them back to Ireland for to arm the IRA. But what I liked about it the most is he's living with an American family in the States. And they're like, oh, we made you corned beef and cabbage. Because that's all Americans think you eat over there. You're just all eating corned beef and cabbage.
That's all they
every
eat.
day.
And Cold Cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, I've never had it. And they're just all like, what? What?
Okay.
And it just kind of shows that,
I'm not good.
again, that whole diddly eye thing is not necessarily a real factor of Ireland, that Irish people are normal people like everywhere else in the world.
We like to imagine all Irish people as
Yeah, we think they're all
leprechauns.
like leprechauns just doing a jig on a mountain. Like,
Oh,
diddly eye!
And someone pulls out a fiddle. Someone's got a penny whistle, like.
You know what I will say? And if we do have any Irish watchers, I would like you to answer this question. Because I have this weird stereotype now from what I've seen. I think you all wear leather jackets now. Is that true? Do you guys all wear leather jackets? I'd really like to know.
Confirmed
'cause
on this podcast today.
I'm not talking to you.
Dude, you're less Irish than they are.
I know.
We are Norwegian.
We are Norwegian.
Yeah.
Norwegian.
How long
Also,
have we been on
German
this
is
thing for?
as hell, as heck.
Like,
What?
can we get off of here soon?
No, we're not okay. As everyone
Guys, we're doing a podcast. Can we just focus up, please?
posited their best. Well, this is a drunk cast, so and it's
Is
only
it a
like
drunk
it's
cast
only
or,
like
like-
45 minutes long.
Okay.
Like I can't imagine if we had to go for like 3 hours. So
Why would we have to go for 3 hours?
I don't
Are
know
you
if we're
wanting us
playing
to
a
go for
game
3
or
hours?
like watching a movie or
Oh,
something.
it's a fine life. Carrying the banner. It's a fine life. Okay.
Stop
good.
being crutchy,
I'm
okay?
crutchy. Dude,
No
I'm
one gave you
crutchy right
permission
now.
to be crutchy.
I'm crutchy. Calm down.
Cole, Justin says we should do 3 hours.
3 hours long, all day. Drunk cast.
Okay, so we'll play heads up, but we can only pick the green topic. And
We just like in this like little like 8-foot space. We're just gonna die here
Well, I think
for the
that
next
we-
4 hours.
joke's on you, this is actually a ransom video. We've been kidnapped.
I think that we've
The IRA
really,
is
like-
here, right behind us. Irish appropriation.
Send us $10 million.
I think we've really
I
like
feel like that
exhausted
opens us up to a
our.
whole bunch of doors I don't need to go into.
Oh my
Okay, Zach, what's our next
I
topic of
think we
discussion?
really like exhausted
Yeah,
all the
obviously.
topics we could possibly exhaust.
Well,
so
so
I'm
let
just
me ask
finishing
you
my
this.
drawing here, and I'll pass it on to Kaylee.
If a
and
dog
I'm gonna
is
do it.
wearing a pair of jeans that have all been replaced by
That's
patches,
not.
That's from 2014.
Yeah, that's not going to be talked about on this podcast. So
We
grab
have
your shots of
journalistic
whiskey.
integrity.
This is not
Grab
nearly
your
as
shots
bad
of
as I
whiskey.
assumed
you
it
have
would be.
to keep
Now,
your
as
damn
you'll
integrity.
notice, on this 4-leaf clover.
Which is
It's
what,
all
a 6-leaf
penises.
clover?
Take that one.
7-leaf
Oh, wait.
clover?
No,
No,
this
'cause I
is,
switched
this
these
is what it's
anyways.
supposed to
Take
be,
this
because
one.
they all have, oh, maybe you're right.
Yeah, it's like 7 leaves.
That's
No.
a bunch
7
of dicks.
No.
That's a bunch of dicks.
7
lot
dick
of-
clover.
And then it says diddly eye.
Aye,
They're
aye,
all
Not,
dick.
not spelled correctly.
Diddly eye.
at
Okay.
all.
I encourage all of our watchers
All of our
to say
3
diddly
watchers.
eye.
All of
All
our
day.
watcher.
If you
Diddly
don't
eye.
say diddly eye all day, we'll be disappointed in you. So, I would like to end this with a toast to all
Okay.
of you. I drink to your health when I'm with you. I drink to your health when I'm alone. I drink to your health so fucking often. I'm starting to worry about my own.
Fair enough, Solancha.
And
We're
we think of our
alcoholics.
viewers that way as well, and our listeners.
It's 10 a.m.
It's 10 a.m. and we're drinking.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
All right. Well, off camera, I spent a little bit of time alone to get us all 4 glasses of the greatest liquid I could find. Make sure, guys, hydrate hard.
Did you get it from the tap?
Yeah, drink it. You're fine. Hey,
Drink lots of water.
drink lots
today.
of water. Be safe. Be careful. Have
Drink
fun.
responsibly.
Hey, an Uber is $13. You know,
From wherever you are to wherever you want to go, $13.
Yeah, it's $13 all day. But a DUI costs like $10,000.
Yeah,
Hey,
actually-
yeah, you guys could buy a fucking limo.
It's cheaper to rent a helicopter home than it is to pay for a DUI. So, make sure to drink and drive responsibly.
Wait.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah,
don't
Drink and
drive.
drive responsibly. Do it.
Ah!
Drink responsibly. Don't drive. Take an Uber. Call a friend. Call a cop. Call an attorney. I don't know.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
All
You
of those are
probably-
feasible
these
options.
are all feasible
Absolutely.
options.
Anything other than messing with anybody else.
This is our Electric Cinema Drunk Cast. We always do on St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the people that are viewing right now on Twitch.
And hey, thank you to you guys.
Thank
Hey,
you to our
thanks for having
guests.
us. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Go, go,
America.
go. America.
One of us will be dead by the end of the day, just so we all know.
Chin chin.
Slancha to our viewers and
Slancha.
listeners.
And thank you later.
Is that like your guys' thing?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's their thing. How do I stop this?
Hit both of them.